this is Charlie from Charlie's Awesome World of Adventures, and today I'm going to give you my review on Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. In this new installment in the Monsterverse, it puts the mighty King Kong and the fearsome Godzilla against a colossal deadly threat hidden within our world that threatens the existence of their species and our very own, as well as diving deep into the mysteries of Skull Island and beyond, delving straight into the origins of Hollow Earth as the film explores the ancient Titan battles that have brought man and monster together forever. So yeah, I know pretty little when it comes to Godzilla and Kong on all the old Monsterverse. That's not say I haven't watched anything from this other than this one. I did watch the previous film in the Monsterverse, Godzilla vs Kong, which was pretty good. And in terms of Godzilla, I did watch Godzilla -1, which was a fantastic film. So I was cautiously optimistic. In fact, I've seen this film about 4 times. I've been meaning to do a review on this for long, especially since I wanted to explain that this movie's really good. So I think as we're coming to the end of the year, and it looks like I need to put my top 10 and worst film films in the top 20 best films of the year till the end of the week, so I can get as many of these reviews out as possible. Well, I think now would be a good time to do so and explain why I think that Godzilla x Kong is a really good movie, so close to being great or fantastic. This is mainly shown with the characters. One thing that the Monsterverse is criticised is with the human characters, and I'll admit Godzilla vs Kong was so far off from being amazing because of these guys. But with Godzilla x Kong, I think the human characters have improved. Sure, not many of them are fantastic, but they are decent for what they have to do. I especially like how it looks in the previous characters from the first, especially with Barney as he does deliver the first and decent comic relief. There's also a new human character, Trapper, and he does offer some good humour, but I've found Barney to still be pretty funny. But the two strongest of the human characters are Eileen Andrews, and her adopted daughter Gia. The two show at the heart of the feature, especially with Gia's worry we're both not fitting in. I won't say that these characters are great. In fact, I do still consider them to be the weakest part of the film, but they are good for what they deliver, and the heart between Eileen and Gia can be quite heartwarming. I mean, and could lead to some emotional moments. But you know what we're here for. We're here for the monsters themselves. And that's especially shown with the main two, Godzilla and Kong. You got Godzilla as the big monster that does the battles on the surface. It'll take care of the threat as the attack. While Kong is trying to search for more of his kind. I'm especially since he believes that he's all alone. But that is until he meets more eggs of his kind, including Sumo, who's like a baby, can be a mini Kong. That is quite cute, and does offer for himself to be good comic relief. He doesn't add much to the feature, but I think was decent for what the film needed. But then there is the Skull King. Now technically, we don't seem to an hour in for the film, but when we do, he makes the wait for it on him more than worth it. But he's kind of like the king of the apes and controls this big titan that can blast ice and could possibly freeze the world. And can prove to be you big threat towards both Kong and Godzilla, making him a worthy villain and easily the best character in the movie. The fact that an ape that says absolutely nothing and just grunts is one of the best villains of the year. It's both hilarious and yes, and surprising at the same time. Next, there's the story. Now when it comes to the MonsterVerse, I'm not looking for great stories. In fact, I said this on its own, the story is really weak here. Like it feels very flat and quite predictable, and the main structure doesn't fit for the film. However, like I said, I didn't come in for a great story. What these MonsterVerse films try to deliver is a great time, and I had a lot of fun here. With how weak the story is the film does us trying to make it as fun as possible. The humour is pretty good for the most part, and does offer a lot of jokes that can be entertaining. As for the action, I'll talk about this a little later, but here is easily the highlight of the feature, with how intense it can be, and how it plays with the scales of these monsters. On top of that, and with the subplot of Vilina Chia, it's surprisingly heartwarming. I mean, especially with Vilina's worry that I shall have to let Gia go. Or leading to some powerful emotions. And while it's kind of guessable of what will happen later in the film, it is still sweet for what it delivers. But then there are the visuals, and I gotta start by saying that the CGI in the MonsterVerse films is incredible, especially when it's put onto the monsters. Each of them look fantastic, but in the new Empire, I'd say they're at the best here. This is especially the case with Kong, where they give him like a new gadget engine, but that which does help him feel stronger and intense. Also, so as there are more apes, the film does take a creative uses of their size. I how even the smallest ones like sumo can seem big compared to humans. But when it comes to the big titans like Godzilla, boy does it deliver. With the different powers and abilities that they have in the feat. And how they would use them for great effect. This is especially the case with the action scenes. Where they make the most of the intensity. Always finding a way to leave the viewer on the edge of their seats, and making those moments the true highlights of the feature. Which are all leading to a fun and exciting climax. That takes place with it in main Earth and where making it one of the most intense moments within the MonsterVerse. So overall, I think it's safe to say that Godzilla from the New Empire was never going to be one of the best films of the year, but it was definitely one of the most fun. And with an entertaining and enjoyable story, even though it's not that great, eight incredible visuals, and decent characters, along with some solid acting, it does leave for a feature that's all around fun. I can imagine huge MonsterVerse or Godzilla and Kong fans having a great time with this. I'm easily getting into it. I'm sorry that this review is pretty short. I'm trying to focus on making a lot more reviews, using more 2020 or movies before, or I work on in my big ranking list. But all I need to say is that Godzilla x Kong is a very solid and fun film. Well, it's solid enough for an 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, a great time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.